Hey, Capricorn, intuitive soul coach here with your February 2023 love reading. Welcome back to my channel if you are returning, and welcome if you are new. Today we'll dive into the collective energy of Capricorn and take a look at all things related to love. Whether you are currently single, partnered up, maybe you're going through a challenging situation with someone close to your heart, we'll dive into it all. So just a friendly reminder, Capricorn, these are general readings. Please take what resonates and leave the rest behind. If you are interested in a personal reading, you can find that link in the description box below. All right. So Capricorn, we have here, this could be the one. We have forgiving and learning, and we also have reconciliation. So right away here, for those of you that may have recently met someone, or if you are in a relationship, it may be a soulmate or twin flame connection. Now it says you've already met the romantic partner you seek, or I feel like it is within your energy where it'll manifest in the physical realm in the month of February. So a lot of you already know this. You already know that a person that you are dealing with or interacting with is your person, or they are a soulmate that has come here to teach you quite a lot about yourself. So this could be the one. I'm also sensing for those of you that are in a relationship, there could be forgiving and learning. There could be some sort of mending from an argument or mending from emotional distance, or something may have been painful that's happened between the both of you. Now, when we do these love readings, it's not just romantic love. It can be love for your family, your parents, siblings, children, friends, coworkers. And it says, as you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present. So I feel that February is a very big turnaround month for you, Capricorn, when it does come to forgiving and learning. You're learning a lot about yourself through the interactions and relationships that you have with those in the external, with those around you. So I feel like the inside is matching the outside, where you're finally starting to bring in people that are good, that want to see you grow, that want to be honest and be a part of your journey in a very influential way. Now, there could also be some reconciliation happening here. I do feel that if you had lost touch with a family member, or if you had gotten into an argument with someone, February, they may come back with an apology. Now, again, this doesn't have to be an ex from the past coming in. Sometimes I get comments that say, Melissa, I don't ever want to see that person again. And that's okay. You could be having a reconciliation within oneself, where you're realizing and understanding that something in the past happened for your soul's growth, Capricorn, that you are realizing that it was part of this growing process, this part of evolution, this human experience, and now you're fully forgiving a situation that has happened. Really powerful energy showing up here as well. But I'm also sensing with this reconciliation, this could be someone that you've, again, lost touch with. Maybe you passed them by in the past. You didn't necessarily have a relationship with them because I feel like timing wasn't right, or perhaps someone lived very far away. Someone may have been in a relationship, or someone was focused on other things. They may be coming back to check in or say, hey, Capricorn, how are you doing? Or how have you been? Or do you want to catch up over tea? It doesn't mean that this relationship has to go beyond. It doesn't mean that it has to be intimate or romantic, but I do sense that someone may be getting a message this month that, or in the month of February, that is a reconciliation message. So really powerful showing up. Let's dive into your tarot. Now, what I'm feeling here for you is I feel good. I feel celebration. So showing me 3 of Cups, or even the 4 of Wands, where there could even be celebrations this month. Some of you may be going out for a nice dinner, or you may be getting together with family members or friends and having maybe even a Galentine's dinner where you get together with your girlfriends or your guy friends. And I'm just feeling a lot of happy dynamics that are taking shape for you this month. And as I said that, we have the Hermit. This is you coming out of your hermit shell. If you've felt a little bit withdrawn, I feel that February is going to be the month of kind of coming out of that spell, coming out of that. You've done the soul searching. Some of you have been single, I feel, for quite some time, or you just felt a little bit lonely recently, regardless of relationship status. So this month, the challenge may be for you to put yourself out there, because again, I do see more celebrations coming in towards mid-month to the end of the month as well for you, Capricorn. So something is being shown to you, guided. I am getting support as well. So it could even be that you've been struggling. They're showing me 5 of Wands. You may have been struggling with collaborating with the right type of people, because it seems that there could have been a little bit of push and shove, a little bit of hurtful words or things that were affecting your energy, your heart specifically, in a negative way, and it closed you off a little bit from the outside world. But let's take a look at what the challenge is for you this month, or in the month of February. What do we have here for Capricorn? The death, there it is. There's the death and rebirth. So yes, you're going through that hermit phase, or just feeling a little bit introvert. There's nothing wrong with that. A lot of you may feel that that's your comfort zone. That's your safe space. Just like that hermit crawls up in its hermit shell in order for it to feel safe and protected. So you may have needed to do that for whatever reason, whether it was you were learning and forgiving. There could be someone that hurt you from the past, or you are finally opening up and meeting someone new, but you've gone through this death and rebirth process. When this shows up as the challenge, this is saying don't hang on. Don't stay inside that hermit shell, because that's your safety net, or that is your comfort zone. Of course, if you choose to do that, that's your choice. But I feel that if you're looking for more opportunity, if you're looking for a higher level of love, or if you're wanting to embrace the energy of partnerships, collaboration, connections, it's important for you to step outside that safety net and know that you're still protected as you go out. And yes, there is a level of protection that sometimes our heart will get broke. Sometimes we tend to find ourselves in relationships that we have to learn and grow, but that is part of the human experience. The death card is about renewal. It is about that phoenix rising from the ashes. And if you take a look, Capricorn, at all of the experiences this far in your life, you'll see that you've moved on from each and every one of them, at least in a physical sense, right? You never stay in that energy or that emotion forever. You ride it like a wave. Sometimes we hang on to things or resist change because we can fear things repeating, or cycles showing up over and over for us again. But this is about you being able to come out, be that phoenix, rise stronger. I always say this in all of my readings, because it's one of my favorite sayings, is the comeback is stronger than the setback. So if you are in a place where you're just feeling that comfort zone, I feel like you're coming back stronger this month. And that may be a little bit of a challenge, as I was feeling, but there's going to be celebrations and people that love you, want to support you, and possibly even new love coming in. And if you are in a relationship currently that feels a little bit stagnant, or feels that you're ready for a shift in this dynamic, it could be your children, it could be your partner, it could be a family member, a sibling or a parent. I do feel that there could be, again, a reconciliation or some sort of heart-to-heart conversation that you must have with this person that can pave the pathway forward to have new clarity here. Yeah, because we have the devil. There's you, Capricorn. So this is your foundation. This is what's below you. Sometimes feeling that other people or other circumstances or situations pull at your heartstrings. Now, for some of you, not all of you, there could have been a very, very toxic, but yet physical relationship that you may have had with someone, and it may have been difficult to cut the cord. You may still be a little bit back and forth with this person, but that's because there's more learning involved. That's because there's still more forgiveness. There's more that you're learning about yourself. Sometimes I get asked, why am I repeating this cycle over and over? Because we haven't quite integrated the lessons, or because there's something bigger working behind the scenes that we can't always see, Capricorn, and it can lead to some beautiful epiphany down the road, even if you don't feel it at this time. This is you breaking free from the chains, or from being the puppet, right? This is about you breaking free from whatever it is that you felt has had a hold on you, okay? Whether it was a limiting belief, whether it was a person, whether it was your safety net, your protection mechanisms. The devil energy showing up in your foundation here is about overcoming those fears, pushing through them. It is about not being codependent on anyone else, but you standing on your own 2 feet. And that's what cutting the cords is about. Some of you may have dealt with addictions or people around you that had addictive tendencies or behaviors. And it's something that you've learned to either accept or break free from. Okay, because regardless, either choice that you've chosen is part of the human experience of evolution. So very powerful reading showing up here, Capricorn. Let's take a look and see what is in the past. What is in the past? There's that 4 of Wands. Okay, so how would you like this, Spirit? Okay, thank you. So we're actually gonna, Spirit saying pull it out this way. There it is. Okay, so what we have here in the past is 7 of Cups. Wishful thinking, choices, not sure which choice to choose, or feeling at times like you don't have as many options as you would like to have. You don't want to make the wrong choice. You don't want to sit on this choice forever, but some of you may not have even made a decision. The 7 of Cups showing up in the past is about feeling overwhelmed. It is about needing to focus instead of feeling indecisive. It is about wishful thinking, wanting things to turn out, but not knowing what choice to make so they do turn out, right? And you're feeling overwhelmed because sometimes you get stuck in that energy when so much is presented to you or so much is going on that you're not sure how to break it down into bite-sized pieces so you can handle it easier. That's what the 7 of Cups is bringing up for you in the past. But I feel that some decisions have been made, whether externally from someone outside or from you, or maybe even a mixture of both, because what's showing on in your headspace is determination, courage, and forging forward. You have the 10 of Wands, and the 10 of Wands showing up in your headspace. This is what you're focusing on manifesting. Now, some of you Capricorns are or have the label or the energy of Mr. or Mrs. Fix-It. You want to fix things. You want to fix people. You may have that energy of attracting or responding to relationship dynamics where people seem to carry a little extra baggage. And maybe it's from your foundation. It could be from your childhood. Perhaps you grew up with an alcoholic father. Perhaps you had an alcoholic brother. It doesn't have to be alcohol, but it could be some sort of addictions or addictive tendencies. It could have been cycles that you've seen growing up as well that have been repeated into your own relationships. It doesn't mean that there's anything wrong with you. I get that often. What's wrong with me? Why am I, attracting this? Or what is my role in this? Sometimes we attract what we know. We attract what it is that we've seen, right? Because that's what we feel is our comfort zone. That is what we feel is something that we need to do. Maybe you had to take care of a parent when you were younger. Maybe you had to take care of your siblings, or maybe you had to take care of yourself, Capricorn, at a young age, and you felt the weight of the world on your shoulders throughout your entire life here. But when this 10 of Wands shows up, this is about you coming to an end of that cycle, an end of carrying those heavy burdens and matters of the heart. Okay, the 10 of Wands is about you having that determination to bring in others to possibly lighten the load, to delegate, to release the heavy burdens that you have carried in whatever way, form, or fashion, whether it's speaking to a therapist, a counselor, an intuitive, a healer, or it can be about releasing something in the physical. It can be about disconnecting and loving from a distance. It could be about you working through some of those traumas and stresses that you've dealt with yourself. Whatever that is, I feel like it has to do with cutting the cords. Because you're not the puppet. You don't have to let something define your destiny, right? You don't have to choose this path. Yes, we choose to have certain experiences here on this earthly realm, but you don't have to have that experience for your entirety of your time on earth. And sometimes we get caught up in thinking that we have to be in this energy of being poor, or we have to be in the energy of attracting this type of love. You may find yourself having that limiting belief of, I always attract the bad guys, or I always attract people that have commitment issues. I always attract the alcoholics. Whatever you may be telling yourself, tell yourself a new story, because you're coming up to a choice in your life where you can either repeat the same dynamics or patterns, or you've learned the lessons, you've evolved, and you've raised your consciousness here where you're going to attract something new because you've chosen a new experience, Capricorn. Very powerful showing up. Now, what's in the near future? We have the King of Swords. Capricorn, the King of Swords here is Gemini, Aquarius, Libra energy. It's air. So you may have some air placements in your chart. You may meet an air sign. But what I sense intuitively is a lot of you are getting clear about what you want and no BS on your way to get it. You're not telling yourself you're going to sugarcoat it, or you're going to be flexible within your boundaries, let someone pull at your strings. This is about you being able to stay logical, but heart-centered as well, but you staying logical because you have matured. This is about you gaining the experiences necessary, making mature decisions that are for your highest good when it comes to matters of the heart. Now, if you're looking for love, some of you may attract this King of Swords. He's not interested in playing with the heart. He's not interested in playing games. He's not interested in any of the mind games, head games that sometimes people tend to be trapped up in. But the King of Swords is someone who's very logical. They may seem a little bit cold or a little bit distant, but until you get to really know them, I feel like they'll give you their all, but it takes a little bit of time for them to build the trust. But once that trust is there, you don't want to break it. And I feel like this person, he's very straightforward. He tells you what he wants and he goes for what he wants. Excuse me. And this could be you. He may be going for you or tell you what he wants and that he doesn't want to play games. This King of Swords energy is clever. He is also, he'll share his knowledge with you. He'll share his experiences because he has overcome a lot. This could also be some of you connecting with someone that can help you, Capricorn, cut those cords. Okay, if you're having a difficult time, this King of Swords, whether female or male, it doesn't matter. It's just the energies. But this person's going to just tell you what you need to do to move on or move forward or to gain clarity on your next move. Beautiful. Now, how are you feeling? What is going on within your energy? Here's the Four of Wands that I was feeling in the beginning of your reading. Now, they're also telling me that Four of Wands is something that maybe you're not feeling at this time because you have the Hermit, but I feel like it's mingled with your environment. And I'll pull the environment card here in just a moment. But you want to celebrate some sort of success, some sort of victory. This is the card of 1111, twin flame, halfway to marriage. The Four of Wands is about graduating from some sort of cycle that you've made decisions to move on from, right? This is about you hearing good news, victory, being able to have your girlfriends around you, celebrate your guy friends, have some nice food, have nice memories, dance, share in the music. There's some sort of, okay, what is that, Spirit? They're showing me that there's some sort of, it almost looks like a dance party. You can see that they're dancing there. So some of you may be joining a class with others where there is, it could be aerial yoga, or it could be some sort of ecstatic dance or something of that nature as well. Please take it as it resonates. Or maybe you go out and you do some dancing, or maybe it's dancing in your living room is important to you as well, or dancing in your home with a partner. And maybe something that you used to do. It's bringing it back in here, reconciling. Four of Wands showing up is about honoring each other. It is about recognizing the soul in another person. It's that namaste energy. Okay, really powerful here. The soul in me recognizes the soul in you. So really seeing people beyond the surface. This is about you stepping outside that comfort zone and working with that heart energy. I love this showing up. I'm glad the Four of Wands came up because I do see celebrations for you. Let's see what's going on in your environment. What's going on around you, Capricorn? And I feel that even if things seem chaotic Two of Pentacles, sometimes things can seem a little bit chaotic. You're moving forward, and I like this because you do have the Knight of Swords. Someone is coming after you in a, not in a creepy way. Someone is coming after you. It could be this King of Swords, because you do have the Knight of Swords here. Someone's taking quick action, or this could be you wanting to take action after a time of feeling a little bit like a hermit here. It's the quickest moving night. This is all about you, boom, doing something quick, but don't lose your footing, especially when you're dancing, right? You don't want to stumble and fall, but the Knight of Swords energy, you can see him. He's quick, he's speeding, he's running towards that motorcycle. Motorcycles are quick. There could be someone that comes in for you as well that rides a motorcycle, that rides a Harley, that rides something on two wheels. This could also be someone who's very athletic, someone who chases for what and goes towards what they want. Someone who may have a little bit of a quick-paced energy. It's hard to kind of keep up with this person at times, but I do feel that this is either someone coming in, or this could be you, Capricorn, where you're always on your feet. You're always moving towards what you want here. And I feel like you're taking off in the month of February after a time of just a little bit of pause, or feeling overwhelmed, or needing to escape in your hermit shell. You're finally coming out of that, and there's movement towards especially the end of the month. Let's see what your hopes and fears are. What are your hopes and fears, Capricorn? The Hanged Man. To gain a new perspective, you will. I see this showing up for you, especially as that Hanged Man came up right away. I was thinking, okay, I'm feeling intuitively that there's going to be movements and celebrations. Why the Hanged Man? Because you're gaining that perspective directly through your crown chakra. You can see that the crown chakra is illuminated by that sunshine. So you may have an epiphany moment. You may run into an old friend that says, hey, Capricorn, let's go let our hair down. Let's go out dancing. Let's go out to eat. You may reconcile with a family member or a loved one or a partner who you've had a little bit of falling out with, and it really opens your eyes to some sort of new truth. And there's forgiveness here. There's learning. Some of you, you're meeting someone entirely new. You have this could be the one. So that's going to shift your perspective into, well, gosh, I feel like there's no options, or there's too many to choose from, but they're not aligned with my energy, to, wow, is this really someone that I can see myself connecting with? It could be very fiery. There may be a very passionate energy coming in here as well. It could be an intellectual conversation that you have with someone, I'm sensing too. Now the fear is, what if I stay stuck? What if I stay in this Hanged Man energy? I don't feel like you are, because of your external circumstances here and because of the celebration. I feel like you're coming out of this Hanged Man. And there's that aerial yoga that I mentioned as well. So some of you may benefit from taking an aerial yoga class. But I also sense here with this Hanged Man, it is about you surrendering to your destiny, surrendering to your fate, Capricorn. There's something here that you're ready to release. You've learned the lessons with the Ten of Wands. You don't have to shoulder and carry these burdens, which may actually affect your neck area, your shoulders, and the upper back. Mid back too, but can affect all of the back. But the Ten of Wands is about support. So think of the support system, which can be your back, shoulders, and neck. Let's take a look at that final outcome. You may benefit from massage therapy, specifically, again, yes, yoga, aerial yoga, or just movement in general. And that could be a movement dance class that I was seeing as well. All right, we have a lot of cards that just came up. Do we want all of them? Spirit saying yes. Okay. We're going to get your final outcome. There's a lot happening this month for you, especially because you're shifting from that hermit to taking off on something here. Something that you maybe were waiting for closure, waiting to hear from someone, or just waiting for your love life to take action, right? Let's see what's coming in. Okay, wow. So we have the Two of Pentacles. I said that earlier because sometimes it can feel that things are chaotic around you. But what's happening is you are transcending from the Five of Cups energy. So the Five of Cups is feeling a little bit of disappointment, feeling a little bit of broken heart, but you're not sitting in it for too long. That's where that Hanged Man comes in. And you're going to say, hey, I spent enough time throwing myself a pity party here, or I've spent enough time mourning over something that it's no longer worth my time, my energy. I'm going to shift things up here. I'm going to heal with the star. The stars are aligning. This is your fate and your destiny for more positivity, more peace, more hope for your future. And the final outcome Queen of Wands. This is you being magnetized, Capricorn. This is your energy of being happy and independent and abundant. You can see that she has that cat there. Cats are all about independence. They're all about playfulness, but also about luxury, doing what you want when you want. Queen of Wands, she's holding that wand and she's manifesting in the other hands. So this Queen of Wands is looking good. She's strong, she's confident, she's attractive, she's bold. She inspires others to live their best life because she lives hers. When this Queen of Wands shows up, she doesn't let those insecurities of jealousy or cattiness or vengefulness, sometimes that bitterness can turn into vengefulness, wanting harm for another person or wanting something negative. But I feel like you're switching that script here. You're not letting those insecurities get the best of you, and you're standing in your power. Very powerful. I love this, Capricorn. Kudos to you. Not that I feel like you are a vengeful creature, but sometimes we can have those human emotions of, anxiety, depression, loneliness, withdrawn energy, abandonment. We can feel bitter. We can feel hurt. We can have those. And it doesn't mean that there's anything wrong with us. It's a side effect from an experience that we've gone through. But now you're not letting that experience get the best of you, hide you away any longer. You've learned the soul lessons. You've done the soul searching. You've done the work. Now it's time for you to come out and have a little fun. I love this. All right, let's take a look here and get a message from the wisdom of the Oracle. What do we have here for Capricorn? Love, February 2023. I will read to you the relationship message from the guidebook. For those of you that are interested in any of the decks above or used during your reading, you can find all of that in the description box below. You are blessed. You have the Blessed card, which is a very beautiful card, and it also has the stars around it. So please do know that the stars are aligning, and you're seeing physical proof that you, in fact, are blessed, Capricorn. Now, some of you may even have birthdays on the 22nd. Or even the second. Let's see. Oh, it turned right to the page. Thank you, Spirit. This is about being fully present in the moment. We talked about that as well. It's about living one day at a time. And the relationship message is this. It's easy to yearn for a love affair or friendship you may not have right now. One that is more romantic, more fun, more reliable, more passionate. The good old days are gone and a new day has dawned. Let your heart trust that you have everything you need right now, whether you have the relationship you desire or not. Tomorrow is beyond your reach. Yesterday cannot return. The now is all that is available to you. So stay present and aware that in this moment, as you cherish and approve of your beautiful self, you are a magnet for love. Spirit is madly in love with you, Capricorn. Did you know that? Turn to Spirit to feel the joy of love in the here and now. Oh, I love this for you. You are blessed. Whether you are in a relationship or not, you're feeling good about yourself. You're feeling powerful and abundant, and you're releasing some of those burdens coming in here. Very, very strong. Now, last but not least, we're going to get a few messages from your spirit animals. Now, at this time, Capricorn, I just ask if you can, close your eyes for just a moment. And I'd love for you to tune into that third eye chakra, the area between your eyebrows. And I want you to imagine the first animal or animals that show up in your mind's eye. This animal can be wild, magical, mystical, or even domesticated. There is no right or wrong answer, Capricorn. So feel free to pause the video if you need a moment and come back when you are ready. And for those of you that would like to be entered into the free monthly reading giveaway, all you need to do, Capricorn, is drop your power animals in the comment box below. And I personally will enter you into that free monthly reading giveaway where I draw one lucky winner around the first of each month. So please make sure you've hit that subscribe and bell button. We have a rhino. I really absolutely love the rhino. It says overcoming any obstacles. So the rhino is about pushing forward, pushing through the fears, pushing through the insecurities, pushing through the challenges and the obstacles that have set you back, because you are determined. You are, and take a look, there's double horns here. So this is about you overcoming some of those obstacles that you have faced, and you know that you have what it takes. You really do on that soul level. When you tune into your higher self, when you tune into your higher source, you're being divinely guided that you will overcome these challenges. Even if you can't necessarily feel that in the physical, on an energetic level, you can. Because sometimes life does sting. You have wasp spirit here. And wasp spirit says life does sting sometimes, which we talked about. It's part of the human experience. Not everything is always roses, and we have to get to the rose, we have to get to the thorns sometimes. We have to get cut or get stung in this situation. But I feel like you're growing from this experience, and now freedom is yours with horse spirit. So freedom is yours. Now, Capricorn, you may also be the age of 50, 64, or 33. You may have a birthday on the 5th, the 6th, the 4th, or the 3rd. So very powerful energies coming in, Capricorn. Please know that you are overcoming a lot of challenges that you have faced, even if it was 20 years ago, 20 months ago, or 20 days ago. You're on the right path, and you are extremely blessed. I hope this resonates, beautiful souls. If so, please feel free to hit that thumbs up button. It certainly does help get the divine channeled messages out there to those that need it most. Thanks so much for watching, Capricorn. Please do drop your animals in the comment box below. Thank you so much. Lots of love.